Man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean Canteen and Beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when you lead it gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm
Yep. What up, y'all? You already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's the Social Norm. We talk to you fellas, open your minds up, make y'all think a little different so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now, today we got another banger for y'all. Today is Friday. We got through the week. The man was trying to grind us away, but guess what? We got through that damn thing. Now, today's episode is called When Are We Gonna Be Equal? Now, me and Beans was sitting there. We was thinking about what do we want to talk about this week. And I know if you ain't opened up your TVs, check the YouTube, the whole Johnny Depp and his wife, Amber,
I think it's Amber Heard.
Amber Heard trial has been going on. And literally how I see this trial is it is her versus men's rights. At some point, I'm glad Johnny Depp stood up, because so many of us are just taking the back seat, just said, oh, well, the things are just the way they're supposed to be. That's just how it is. And we just get the short end of the stick every time.
Yeah.
You know, now what we're going to do is watch a little video that's about the trial, and then we're going to get in more about it. Before I even get into the episode, though, I got to tell y'all, this is a disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. This is not factual. This is not the end all be all. This is not the who said and why. This is not the what your mama told you. It's just me and Bean's personal opinion. This is how we see things, and we got our opinion. You got yours. We're gonna respect them both. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this, because I don't even want to waste no time. That damn intro got me. Let's get it.
A social media break as she prepares to face off against her ex-husband Johnny Depp in court during a defamation trial. And Amber is hoping that the two can move on and eventually put the past behind them once this is all over. In a statement on Instagram, Amber wrote, quote, "I'm going to go offline for the next several weeks. As you may know, I'll be in Virginia, where I face my ex-husband Johnny Depp in court." She continued, "Johnny is suing me for an op-ed I wrote in the Washington Post, in which I recounted my experience of violence and domestic abuse. I never named him. Rather, I wrote about the price women pay for speaking out against men in power. I continue to pay that price, but hopefully when this case concludes, I can move on, and so can Johnny." Amber ended the note by saying, "I've always maintained a love for Johnny, and it brings me great pain to have live out the details of our past life together in front of the world. At this time, I recognize the ongoing support I've been fortunate to receive throughout these years, and in these coming weeks, I will be leaning on it more than ever." Johnny has not responded to Amber's post, which she shared 2 days before their trial begins in Fairfax, Virginia on Monday, April 11th. The proceedings are estimated to last 6 weeks and will air on Court TV. Back in 2018, Washington Post published an op-ed that Amber wrote 2 years after she filed for divorce from Johnny. Then in March of 2019, Johnny filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Heard over the article, even though he wasn't mentioned in the piece. In his defamation lawsuit, Johnny claims that Amber's Washington Post op-ed includes false allegations against him. He also alleges in the documents that Amber herself violently abused him during their relationship. Amber's attorney said in a statement at the time, quote, "This frivolous action is just the latest of Johnny Depp's repeated efforts to silence Amber Heard. She will not be silenced."
All right, now we heard that. Oh, hold up. What's going on here? Hold up, y'all. Pause it. Okay, there we go. We heard that debacle oh, she will not be silenced.
Yeah.
I've been watching this trial, and I'm telling you right now, she looks like a fucking monster. Some of the tapes that he has recorded of her, she sounds delusional. She sounds insane. This woman threw pots, pans, severed this man's finger from throwing broken glass at him. Him trying to just stop it from hitting him. She's lied about hitting him. She's punched him in his face. She stalked him. She's done all these things, but then in the same light, because of the society we live in, she used it as she was the victim.
Yeah, you see how the thing you just played, they try to spin it.
They even tried
Like,
to spin it.
Yeah, like, oh, he's trying to keep her quiet. No.
When are we going to get to the point where we're truly equal? Where a man and a woman, when they do something, they get treated the same way. Y'all got to stop making it feel like men are just so so destructive that we're just in our nature bad. When the reality is, most of the time, you set up a society where women can get away with murder. They get away with all type of things because we don't hold them accountable.
Well, that's the part that has to change. You know, the part that it's not that just men are bad; it's that the women can't be.
That's the thing. Men can be bad. Men can be good. Women can be bad and women can be good. We have to understand that. Stop thinking because a woman looks beautiful physically that doesn't mean inside she's the fucking devil. She can still hurt people. And in one of the videos that they were doing a recording for, she's trying to tell him this is right after she had hit him. And she's like, you lied. You told him I punched you. I didn't punch you. I hit you. And he's like, please don't determine what a punch is to me. I'm the one receiving it. Okay. And she was like, no, I didn't even hurt you. You shouldn't be like, you're making a big deal of it. You're being a big baby. Now, look at this. This is the thing. When men cry about being abused, everybody laughs at us. Everybody sit there and say, tough it up. You should be a man. You should take it.
Man up.
But you never say women need a woman up or accept the backhand or the black eye or whatever. No one in their life should have to take abuse.
I think it is too, because society views women as the weaker of the two species.
Because we're still acting like we're in 1910.
Yeah.
And they're just housewives. They're just taking backhands when they overcook the turkey. Like, come on, man. We're in 2022. People, let's stop acting like women don't abuse men. They do. Matter of fact, I feel like there's probably more abuse from their end than there is from our end.
Well, because they can get away with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like you said, say like back then, like you said, 1910, they didn't think women could even commit crimes.
And this is the thing that I want people to realize. Stop saying, because if a woman strikes a man, well, it didn't hurt him. It might not hurt him in the same physical form, but you don't think emotionally it doesn't hurt him? It's still destructive.
It is.
And the fact is, just because this is how I look at it. You put your hands on somebody, it doesn't matter if it hurts them or not.
Yeah.
Because if I was to hit you man to man and I didn't hurt you, does that mean you don't get a chance to defend yourself and hit me back?
No, it means.
So why do we put that in there to where, women can, if you should just stop her or run away or just leave the area? No, I should be able to stand where I'm standing because I'm a free citizen. And if she wants to hit me, I should be able to defend myself.
Yeah, just because your punches don't hurt somebody doesn't mean you should go around and punch them.
We got to stop treating these women like children. But because that's what we do. We make it where when they do wrong, we don't want to hold them accountable. Oh, they don't know what they do because they're emotional. Well, guess what? God damn it. Get some therapy. I don't know what to tell you, but you shouldn't be allowed to go into society and just wreak havoc to people because you are the lesser of the two sexes.
Yeah, people are on different sides. I know a lot of people got mad at Whoopi Goldberg for saying nobody should be hitting anybody. because they were talking about a time where
I'm with her on that.
Yeah, the bus driver uppercutted this chick.
Oh yeah,
because she punched him in the head.
She punched him in the head, and I think she spit on him.
She spit on him, and he
gave her to her. He told you you're in trouble now.
Yeah,
and everybody said
and he lost his job to that from that. If I'm not mistaken,
did he?
I think he did.
I feel like somebody should have gave him. I would have gave him a security job for sure. Because her ass got lifted off the ground.
Nobody punches harder than an old man.
An old man that you assaulted for no reason. He has no reason to put this mayhem on you, but you asked for it.
An old black man who has worked all his life,
and you know it too because you watched it.
Nobody hits harder than that. But that's just society, though. She caused that problem. He was just trying to get her off the bus.
He told her to get out the bus. She's like, I ain't going nowhere.
She
okay.
Spit on him, hit him. He hit her back, and he ends up getting fired.
I'm gonna tell you what they do. This is like how society looks at law enforcement. They want law enforcement for you as a civilian. You can antagonize, say whatever you want to say, do whatever you want to do. You can even put hands on the on the law enforcement. But as soon as you give up, that person is supposed to have the strength and the professionalism to know to not be a human being. You want a robot. That's what you want.
Impossible. Sometimes it's impossible because people will bring you there.
They want to, and that's women will bring you there because of how much you have to take it on the chin. How many pause on that? How often men have to sit there and look the other way and say, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna stoop down to this person's level. Yeah. But you can only go so much. Look at Will Smith. He's taking hit after hit after hit so much that eventually you break.
You know what I'm afraid for him?
What?
And I'm not even trying to be funny on this.
Don't tell me he's gonna commit suicide.
That's what
you're gonna say.
He's gonna kill her, and he's gonna kill himself.
He gonna Chris Benoit this shit.
That's what I'm afraid for him because he's taking so many shots.
Dude, that would be a tragedy. Dude, that would be the worst story ever. I would hate that
because he's taking so much. And
I'm waiting for Independence Day 3, and you gonna do this to me? I'm stopping. Stop playing.
It's just I'm afraid for him for that. I really am, man. And I'm not trying to be funny.
The good thing is, not the good thing, because let's be real. There's been a lot of famous people who we thought were living their best life, were the best at what they do, and they committed suicide.
Yeah.
For all their riches and all their fame, they couldn't deal with it, or they couldn't get the help they needed. I'm saying that has something to do with it. The way we live in our society, how we perceive men, how we treat men. Men are the back. I feel like this. You know how they say women are the backbone of a family or whatever. I really do feel like men are the backbone, dude. Men, we have this whole structure. We built this whole society. And the way they treat men is just pathetic. It's crazy out here.
I mean, think about if in a domestic dispute, the man always goes to jail.
Always.
Even if I've seen females just call like he hit me, and the cops show up and like, look, I gotta take you.
How many times have you seen videos of a oversized woman, and she's dating a guy who's a lot smaller than her, and she's beating his ass, and people are standing around recording him get his ass whooped by this woman? Like, this is funny. But then let this be the flip side, and let it be an oversized man like my size beating on a little woman. It would be. You think somebody would be standing there recording this?
No. Men will stop you from doing that. Other men will stop you from.
That's what I'm saying. No one's gonna let me square off with a woman and just go rounds with her and just really just dominate her and be cool with it. But guess what is about to happen? That shit's about to be real. It's about to happen.
Yeah.
Because y'all already started accepting the trans women in sports. So all I'm waiting for is for trans women to start fighting women in boxing.
In the street too.
In the street fighting. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, why
They're
not?
Gonna be at the club and they're gonna be talking to your dude.
Because I'm look.
They gonna just go in on you.
So let me ask you this: would you say there was a boxing, like a amateur boxing tournament, and all you had to do was anybody could join, and if you wanted, and you can sign up, and you could sign up for the girls group or the men's group. It doesn't matter if you're whatever. You just sign up for what you say you are. Would you sign up if you were allowed to sign up
And fight women?
to fight the women? Would you
No.
do it?
No, that's just weird.
But okay, no, hold on. Let me just say this. The cash prize is $1 million.
All right, I'll fight you for
So you
But
you got a choice. You can fight with the men and have to fight the men to, and both cash prizes $1 million.
No,
But
I'll fight the men. If it's equal, I'll fight the men.
No, I'm saying there's two groups. Both cash prizes are $1 million. You could sign up for either group you want to sign up for. Are you going to sign up for the men and fight the men to try to get the $1 million, or are you going to sign up for the women and fight the women and get that $1 million?
That's tough.
You know darn well. You like shit. I'm looking at 4 of these women right here. You like that $1 million is mine. I'm signing my. Sorry, Betsy.
It depends on the women too, because you got Ronda Rousey show up, and I'm like,
oh no, yeah, I'm not fighting her. She can beat my ass. But
that's society though, because I remember watching Cops years ago, and they they show up at this dude's house, and this dude's like, look, man, my wife, I called the cop, I called y'all because my wife is bugging, she's hit me and stuff like, and they did not believe this man.
I know.
They were like, okay, yeah, whatever, dude.
Because it's so easy to think, oh, men are liars. This is what they've been taught. We've been taught. Men are liars. Men hit women. Men are the abusers. That's what we've always been taught.
Yeah.
Because women are very slick with saying they're 3 steps ahead of us. They will. There's women who will literally scratch the shit out of themselves to say their husband did it. Matter of fact, I was watching a show where it was like the guy got accused. Him and his wife had gotten an argument. His wife left. His wife literally you see her on the elevator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Punching the shit out of herself, just beating herself up. I mean, throwing herself against the wall, everything. It looks so funny because you're just like, what the fuck? And then she runs out of the elevator into the street screaming bloody murder, saying her husband is trying to beat her. Goes and finds the police. The police comes to the apartment. Now, mind you, he doesn't know nothing of this is happening. He just knows they got in an argument. They come arrest him. He's like, look, I never put my hands on her. I don't know what she's talking about. How they're like, we don't believe you because clearly, look at her. Look at her face. Look how fucked up she is. Only when he hired a lawyer, and the lawyer went back and asked him what happened. He said, okay, cool. Then the lawyer was like, let's go look at the cameras. Let's just see because they got cameras in your hotel, in your apartment. Let's see if it's true. And they caught it on tape. And he got released of all charges. I think she got in trouble for false accusations, falsifying a crime, but I don't think she spent any time in jail at all.
That's the thing. It's not real much. It's not much consequences.
And mind you, let me just say this: he still had legal fees he had to pay. He didn't have to, his name was cleared, but he still lost out on money.
Yeah,
dealing with a crazy motherfucker.
Well, the episode of Cops were right. So the dude and the cops are like, okay, dude, you really did. His wife comes out on the porch, and she's bugging, and gives it to a good one.
I seen that. Popped him like 2 times in front of the police, and they're like, "Yo, now we have to arrest you because you just assaulted him in front of us."
Yeah, she's like, "What? I'm going to jail?" Like she was surprised.
That's the sad part. She was shocked that she assaulted a man in front of police officers, and she's going to jail. Yeah. Why would I go to jail? He's the one who was cheating on me. He's the one who. You just hit him in front of us. What don't you understand about this? You can't do that.
Yeah, I saw that. And I was like, that's what y'all. And I was like, that's what y'all cops get.
Keep your hands to yourself. And then, and funny thing is, the dude was like, "See what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it was not me."
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Did they end up arresting him?
They end up not him. They took her.
They took her instead. They were about to take him,
and she was like, "I'm going. What you mean? I'm going to jail?" And the guy was like, "Ma'am, you just sucker punched.
You just sucker punched him in front of us, like." But so many times we've created this.
Yeah.
Our society, men not speaking up for other men, men just saying, "Oh, you know what? You shouldn't. You should be able to deal with it." Why? Why do you have to deal with it? Because you're a man? You know, the whole structure of this society is messed up because they sit around and be like, "Oh, you know, you say you're a rich man, say you're a rich, wealthy, famous man. You get a woman pregnant, right? And all of a sudden now you have to give her 30% or 25% of what you make. Why? Why you should just have to take care of the child and pay what the child needs to survive and take care of. Your lifestyle should not be her lifestyle because y'all had sex.
And I think and I've never had to pay child support, and I don't really know how it works. But I think the reason why they get away with it too is because they don't really check anything. They don't check, you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like if they're actually spending the money on the child.
No, they don't. They don't ask for receipts to say, how have you spent this money? Because what they say is, oh, well, everything, the money is helped by in all forms. It's just alleviation off of the mother.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if I make $1 million and I gotta pay you $30,000 or $300,000, you don't need $300,000 to take care of a child. And not for nothing, I made this money. Like, I'll take care of my kid how I see fit. Why does the government have to tell me what I need to give this kid? At least, if anything, tell me I have to give him the bare minimum.
Yeah, it's like, again, that's a great area for me because I'm not, you know.
Yeah, I don't either, but I just think that's messed up. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now,
but you know, and back to Johnny Depp, I'm actually glad this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's messed up that it's happening to him, but it is. I'm glad it's happening because it's shining a light on a lot of false accusations.
Yeah,
like we talked about Chris Brown the other day, where that chick accused him.
Yeah, of raping.
Raping, and it turns out it wasn't true. What happened to her?
Because you know what it is? We want to hear, we want to believe that the rich and famous men are as bad as we want them to be. It's better for them the story is more juicy if he actually did do something wrong than the woman lying on him. And this is the thing that I always like with Bill Cosby. You know, people always be like, "Oh, well, there's 40 women that said something." Well, let me ask you this. Do you think maybe if 40 people said the exact same story, you think 40 people might have been coached to say something? 40 people can lie, dude. Like, I don't understand why numbers matter about if it's the truth or not.
Because it makes them look worse. One of them did say they lied.
I'm saying
Janice Dickinson said she lied.
And you think the rest of them are telling the truth? I don't believe. I'm just being real. In my life, I've seen way more women lie about things that they're ashamed of or felt bad about than told the truth.
Yeah, and the thing is, nowadays, you know, the way society is going, you don't need to be ashamed of what you like. The Chris Brown thing. She said she was mad that they had sex and he wasn't going to call her again. I think that's the reason why.
That's mainly most of the time. Yeah, they feel bad that he gamed her and she lost. She got gamed and she wants some get back because she knows that's the only way she can get him back. She can't game. She can't make him want her more than she wants him because he's Chris Brown.
That's the thing.
So how does she do it? Try to destroy him. That's why they've always said women are, if you find a good woman, you found a good thing. She can take you to levels that you will never even fathom. But if you find a woman that is not good for you, she will destroy your fucking life. she will destroy you. She will do everything in her power to manipulate other people, to try to maneuver the way she needs to make you look like you're just a horrible person. And now they're showing after 2 years that really Johnny Depp's wife was the horrible person.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp is the victim. And what I want is, as much as they shedded light on how she was the victim 2 years ago, how he and it made him lose jobs and all that, put the same amount of energy to building him up as he's the victim, give him the jobs, give him the glory, and destroy this woman's life.
And that's the thing, man. Like when it first came out, they were, I mean, he's a scumbag, he's scum of the earth. I used to like him. I know he was like that.
Yeah.
And then they found out shoes on the foot. And there's always silence. Like there's nothing.
Think about this. What about, look at Colin Kaepernick. I'm just putting this in out there. When Colin Kaepernick was taking that knee, everybody and their mama was like, fuck him. He's horrific. Fuck, he needs to lose his job. He paid the ultimate price. And then later on now, with all the stuff we've seen, George Floyd, all these other things, the injustice that minorities have taken from law enforcement and government, all of a sudden now the NFL tries to have programs for minorities and police brutality and all these different things, but they still have never, like, they underplay the movement he did and the sacrifice he took right then.
Yeah, that was real sacrifice.
But they don't never make it right. Now, yes, he had a settlement that they paid out, a non-disclosure settlement, but they've never publicly said we were wrong.
And they never will.
But they show it by all the actions they do with trying to make equality and everybody togetherness.
And I will say this about Colin Kaepernick. If you don't agree with what he did or you wonder why he did it, watch his show on Netflix.
Yeah.
That will make you understand him so much better. Like, this didn't just start in the NFL. This started when he was a kid.
Yeah. And can I say something?
Yeah.
The show is so good. I wish there was more seasons to it.
Yes.
Like, I wish there wasn't. I get that he's doing it. Like, I wish it was an actual series. Like, this could be a show just alone. Like, he shouldn't even just made it where it's like
his life,
but make it longer. Just make series of it. Cause I was like, dude, this is good.
And it was just high school?
It was high school. And yeah, it was just high school. So he didn't even do college. It was like right at the end. The last episode was him going off to college.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he didn't, when he got to college, he was the man on campus. I'm assuming he didn't go through the same trials and tribulations he did in high school, which his story is similar to, like, mine when I was telling you about, like, but just on, so everything he went through, I kind of was like, I know exactly what he means by that.
Yeah, I get it. And there's some things, I've experienced where, okay, so that they're at the pool or they're in that room and they're acting up, and that lady goes straight to him because he's the only black kid in there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not even, and he was just sitting there and he's like, I didn't even
do anything.
I didn't do nothing. So I've had that happen to me. I'm like, yo, what? I ain't do shit. What you talking about?
Hey guys, if you like the content, man, go hit that like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the notification bell if you want to go ahead and not miss any further videos that we post. And also, if you want to go ahead and donate to the channel, the Cash App is right there. Hit the one time with the one time. My man, he loved them Lunchables, so we gotta feed him. He trying to get bulky. Show him the muscles, man. Show him. Yeah, there you go. Look at he getting there, y'all. You know what I mean?
One day at a time.
Yeah, that's what it is. But so yeah, that's literally. I'm gonna leave that up because I know y'all want to donate to us. So the show, so really, I feel like Johnny Depp. From what I've heard, if I was a juror, the bitch is guilty. She's guilty, and I'm giving him whatever he asked for. But and I know you were saying before that, because she is an actress and she was on the Aquaman movie and supposed to be in the series. And you said that the dude who plays Aquaman said,
Jason Momoa.
if Johnny Depp lost jobs because of this, she should lose her job because she was lying.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's too easy. My suggestion is that they make her work the series, these high budget blockbuster movies. Sorry about that. And instead, let all her earnings that she makes go to Johnny Depp. She makes $0 off of these series. That's what I say. Because we all know these are gonna, this is gonna make a lot of money. She's gonna make a lot of money from these series. And I don't really think anything else she's been in has really been a blockbuster movie.
I can't even think of anything.
I don't even know what else she's been in. But I'm saying that would hurt her more. Knowing all the things she's doing every day to work on this movie is going to her ex for the stuff she did wrong, for lying to the public, for wasting the public's time and energy. So that to me is a better punishment.
And my thing is there any evidence that Johnny Depp even abused her? Because we're hearing evidence on her. But we're not hearing anything like
the only thing she's ever said to him, he's used violent language. He's talked viciously to her. That's what she says.
Oh, so she's going with the verbal.
So they've argued, verbal abuse. They've argued. He's used words. He's never actually hit her. You know what I mean? Then she tries to, use that he's been on drugs, that he's an alcoholic, those things as trying to defamate how he is. But the reality is, I could yell, I could scream, I could cuss, I could flag around all day, call you all kind of names, but I never put my hands on you. Once you start putting your hands on somebody, you've taken it to another level.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. She needs anger management. She needs therapy to make herself, because she feels horrible about herself. Anybody who beats on other people, you really feel bad about yourself, because that's a small person to have to beat on other people, to try to force your will on someone else. If they don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with you, man. Let it go. I don't understand why we get in these relationships and just keep grinding onto somebody that doesn't want to. We don't work. I'm too messed up. And it's nothing wrong, like you've told me, Beans, it's nothing wrong with stepping away and fixing yourself.
Yes.
Getting yourself mentally in a good space before you get with somebody else.
Exactly.
And if you feel like the person you're with doesn't keep you in a good mental state, you maybe need to leave them, because they're bringing you down somehow.
Yeah, it's okay to walk away.
Do they have kids together?
That I don't know.
If they do, that's just sad. That's even more sad that a woman or a significant other would defamate their partner, and they know that they have kids together. Like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be like your woman, or you saying your woman does this, does that, and she, she doesn't.
She doesn't. Yeah.
And you got your kids. Come on, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and I want to talk about a story, because a lot of times I know y'all have said, because I use language that sometimes doesn't always work for other people's ears. Last time I was, we were talking about wild people, and what I called them was monkeys. And I know Bean says you shouldn't call them that, and I said that I'm gonna call it how I see it. Now, I had came across this article. Oh, let me get out of here. I came across this article to where it was a crazed woman who was on an airplane, because this was a local one, because we are from Buffalo.
Uh-huh.
And this hit home because it was at the Buffalo International Airport. And the woman literally acted a fool on there, and she opened up the emergency exit.
Uh-huh.
Now, when I heard the article, I heard the name. I never saw what the woman looked like, but I had an idea. And now we finally realize what the woman looked like. So let's get into it. Let's watch this video.
Is it up?
Oh, it's up.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Let me just make sure. Get it all. Okay. I'm about to blow this thing up so we can just, as y'all can see in the background.
Facing criminal charges for what investigators are calling unruly behavior on board a flight in Buffalo, New York. Authorities say Cynthia McKnight was causing problems as the American Airlines flight left the gate. Then, as the pilot was prepping for takeoff, she allegedly opened up an emergency door.
Yeah, just be advised, we just pulled back at the gate 6. We had an unruly passenger. It looks like they opened the door, went out the emergency flight. We have troops trying to grab them. We did pause operation. We're looking for law enforcement immediately.
And it's scratchy audio. That's why
Now-
we put the words on the screen there for you describing an investigation.
Now I'm gonna pause this and I want you to see this woman. Beans,
What?
does she resemble something?
A woman, yes.
She's a wild animal. This woman was running up and down the aisles, acting a damn fool. And then she opened up an emergency exit, something that is very dangerous and also very costly to the plane and the passengers. They caused everybody to lose their flights where they couldn't go. And then she not only opened up the emergency exit, but she slid down it. And then ran on the turnpike, just running around crazy. You can't make this shit up, people. At some point, we need to start carrying tranquilizer darts for these animals. Because
Come on, man.
What?
Stop with that wild animal.
well, what do you want to call them then? See, y'all get all racial because I say wild animals, but I'm talking about unruly people. It could go any color. It could be anybody, but I like wild animals because that gets the point across. We all know what the zoo looks like.
Okay, this dude. Okay, let me try to break this down. Okay, so you went to a predominantly white school, right?
I did.
Have you faced any type of racism?
Hell yes.
Okay, then.
But I don't sit there and just nobody can ever say anything because I'm so sensitive about me being black.
It ain't about that. Like
you sensitive.
I'm not sensitive. I'm just saying. Anyway, no one's ever called you a monkey or anything like that.
No, ain't nobody ever called me no monkey, but I've seen movies and other stuff where people call people monkeys. What does that mean? I'm black. I call them monkey. If I see them, they monkeys.
But you said somebody approached you by it, so you gotta understand that
they approach me because they're sensitive, just like you sensitive or whoever else. Look, if I call a spade, you know what I'm saying? If you're a monkey, if you're a baboon. If you somebody who's just acting a damn fool, and I'm telling you, a baboon, a monkey could be a white person, black person, purple person, woman, male, child.
I'm saying, but that's the thing. Now you say that, but 9 times out of 10, when they call somebody a monkey, they talk about somebody black.
I don't think they. I think you see that as them calling it black. You see them. Oh, you only see. First off, let me ask you this. Who are the most sensitive people?
Black people. We definitely.
So we are the most sensitive. Why are we the most sensitive?
I don't know. I wouldn't say we the most emotional. We basically the most
sensitive, emotional, whatever. Because we know in some capacity it's true.
What's true?
The stereotype
that we monkeys.
That we fucking wild animals, that we act a goddamn fool sometimes.
What the fuck? No.
So wait a minute. Let me get this right. You're gonna sit there and tell me stereotypes that don't have no truth make you mad. I don't give a damn about stereotypes that I know aren't true. You only get mad about something that truly you know is semi-true. Why do you think Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris? Because he knew that joke was real. It hit inside. Jokes only hit when they're really real.
I don't know, man.
You know for a fact.
I can't make you understand.
No. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying when you hear some ratchet shit, what do you think about? See,
what you mean? Like
when I hear, okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. 5 people, 6 person fight at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Who were they?
Of course, they were black.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you the same version.
It has happened.
One man shoots 76 people at a festival.
It's a white man.
You only get mad when they're the truth about stereotypes. So don't sit there and say.
No, but the whole monkey thing, though.
Yeah.
How's that true?
So, what do you mean? All right. Well, how about this? You want to say how it's true? I'm gonna show you how it's true right there. Give me 1 second. No one keep talking.
Oh my God.
No one keep talking.
I'm trying to make you understand how black people don't like that, but how we don't like being compared to monkeys. And you're not gonna put up like monkeys in the zoo, dude. I don't see where you're going with this.
No. You told me. You said you get.
I can't even deal with you right now
because I'm trying to tell you. I'm listening. Go ahead. No,
listen.
Why?
It's all about the connotation, man. Like every time somebody mentions, like it stems back from racism. That's why people don't like it. You comparing black people to monkeys.
No. Stop. I'm not comparing black people to monkeys. I'm comparing wild people to monkeys. Okay. People who don't have no discipline.
Okay, this is how you debunk that. Next episode, we're gonna find some crazy white people, and I'm gonna have you call them monkeys and wild animals. That's how you debunk that shit,
dude. Fine, I have no problem with it. If I see now, will I say not seductive? Yeah, seductive psychos. You know who they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Serial killers. I know what they look like. They're stereotypes. So if you can come up with an animal that's a psycho, I'm right there and I'll call them that. But to me, it fits perfect. I'm not trying to. I don't want to sit there and beat around the bush and try to call a nice name for somebody who's uncivilized.
No, I'm not saying you gotta call something nice. I mean, because that shit was crazy what she did.
Exactly. So why is if somebody does something crazy, I can't call them a crazy name?
It's just I don't know. I can't.
Because you know why? You don't want to have you still, because they are black, you still want to give them the full, like, the respect that you want for yourself. But the reality is they've lost that. I will treat you the way you need to be treated. And
what she did was BS. That is 100% true.
And if some ratchet ass white trash come into my sites, I'ma say what they are too. Monkeys. God damn it. If you want to act like you want to be in the zoo, I'm gonna put you in the zoo. Oh, there we go. Now, I should find. You know what I need to get? I need to get some sounds. I need to get some sound effects.
Don't get them.
I'm gonna get some sound effects of.
Don't do that, man.
Every time these people start acting up on our show, I think it would be funny.
Don't do
You
that.
know it would be good, y'all.
No.
Tell me what sound effects. Put in the comment section what sound effects
Don't
y'all want
give
me to play
him no
when I start
ideas.
talking about these reckless, crazy people.
Oh my God, I can't even deal with this dude right now.
You too sensitive, man.
It's not about being sensitive.
It
man.
is, dude. It's sensitivity. There's nothing you should be able to say. First off, black people call each other niggas anyway. So if you're gonna call each other that, you can't be mad when other people call you these certain names.
It's one thing, but see, like we don't see it like that.
I
As a
know you don't
whole,
see it like
we
that.
don't see it like that.
Why? Why is that? Why don't you see it like that? Because you don't want to see it that way. You want to say, oh, well, you know what? We should be able to act up and do all this crazy stuff, and then we still should be able to get respected and not be called certain things. It don't work that way. You can't same version, white people can't go and do crazy shoot everybody in the grocery store or go to a church and shoot everybody and then wonder why people call them psychotic. I'm not saying every white person is psychotic. I'm saying there's a stereotype because there's been a trend. And you see trends and you just say, hey, that's them. That's us. That's them. That's her. That's him.
I would say that's ratchet, but
What?
okay. Last week,
I don't consider shooting somebody in a church ratchet.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about the lady.
Like, I'll give you an example. You showed me a bus with a regular house door on the.
Yeah.
That's some ratchet shit, and I'm sorry, but I have to say this probably. I don't even know. That's so ratchet. I can't even say that's a white or black person doing that.
I was trying to see who it was, man. But
I just know that's a Niagara Falls person. That's all I know.
Listen, that's my city, man. That's just what it is, man.
I get it, man. Nobody gets to choose where they were born.
Grow up and born.
You know, but
what was we talking about last time that somebody confronted, well, not confronted you, but came at you and said about the whole monkey thing? I forget what we were talking about.
We were talking about, what we were talking about was I went to Urban Air. And for people who don't know what Urban Air is, it's like a Chuck E. Cheese on steroids. It has Lasertron. It has a jump house. It has a bounce house. It has ball. It has everything there for the little kids. And you pretty much let these kids go out there. It's like a sane asylum for kids. You let them go and they just run around and having fun. Well, there was about 4 or 5 people. No, let me stop. 4 or 5 wild animals that was running rabbit around that building that started a fight. Grown people starting fights around children who are just there to have fun. And guess what? They just the police got to get called. Then I'm walking by. I'm here. Go get my kids. Take my kids to the car. Just ratchetness. And it's always, I see this shit all the time in the worst positions. And I'm just like, why? Why do they have to fit the stereotype every time? So yes, I get frustrated and and maybe I get a little out there and say some things that I probably shouldn't say, but it frustrates me because you know why? This is, every time I see that, it makes me say, this is exactly why white people and society think the way they think about us. Because we have no discipline. We run off as emotions.
Listen, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So somebody needs to speak up and say, put these goddamn monkeys in their cage.
Because that's what they would say. That's the whole
goddamn
point.
it. Hey, and I'm being honest. If they right, they motherfucking right. Now, I don't say every black person, but the uncivilized ratchet ones that's acting a damn fool.
That's the problem. They think we all uncivilized.
Why you think that is?
We not all like
no.
that, though.
Why do you think that is? I don't care about why we not all. Why do you think that is?
Because they see a handful of people
that's doing the bullshit,
and they judge the rest of us.
So what I'm saying is, I'm agreeing with them. No. What I'm saying is, lock them up. Throw away the key for the ratchet ones. until they've gotten to a point where they can be out in society and not act a fool, and then you can release them back into the wild.
I can't even deal with in the wild, really, dude.
I mean, the world. The wild. The world.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, the wild is the world. You know what I'm talking about.
Ah,
I'm just using paraphrases of what they would say when an animal is. But at the end of the day, you know, the thing is, okay, what is your answer? You tell me your answer to why. How are they going to start? How is other races of people not going to have that image of black people? What do black people need to start
we
doing?
definitely need to do better. I agree 100%.
How?
First of all, acting better in public. That's
how do we do that?
It starts at home, really.
It starts at people in our community holding these people accountable and calling it like you see it.
And that's fine. Definitely do that.
I'm doing it now.
Don't call wild animals when you do.
They are. I don't know why. Why do you want me to sugarcoat what they are? They're definitely not human beings at that point.
I'm not telling you to sugarcoat anything.
So what you want me to call them? Uncivilized people?
Yeah, there you go.
No. See, I gotta be real hard headed with my people, because uncivilized people just include everybody. They're uncivilized. You know, I've been uncivilized at some points. You know what I mean? So I don't want to sit there and say uncivilized. I want to say. What would you say?
I'm at to brainstorm and figure out something better.
Y'all put in the comments a better word y'all want me to use than to represent people who are acting a damn fool, and we'll see. We'll try them out.
I mean, I thought ratchet was the word, but
no, ratchet is the word. Ratchet's the action. The type of person. I mean, I guess action could be a verb too. I guess it could be. That's ratchet. That's you ratchet. I don't know. I feel like I just think it sticks in people's minds better. It's stuck in your mind. You remember it.
Yeah, I do. I do remember that.
See, when I say ratchet, you don't remember that. I hear I can't see you. God damn it, you remember that shit. All right. Well, what else? Anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I want to send a congratulations to my brother who apparently got married
and didn't tell nobody.
He didn't tell nobody. That's why I'm here right now.
Come on, man. How you ain't gonna tell your man Beans that you got married?
My own brother.
Now, is this your younger brother or older brother?
Yeah, it's my younger brother.
He really don't give a damn about you.
And this how dysfunctional, and I hate to say it, I'm sorry, Mom. This how dysfunctional my family is. This is the second time this has happened. This has happened.
Wait a minute. What do you mean the second time?
My oldest brother, when we were young, I forgot how old I was. He went out and got married, and he was in the Navy and got married. And he came back. And
I'm like, I'm married.
He was like, this is my wife. We're like,
I think you told me about it. What, they like got married in like California or something?
Yeah, he was like, what?
but they're not together no more or something.
Not together no more. And this is sad. Like, my family don't tell me nothing, man. So I found out right before we got on, like right now. This is how I found out that he got married. I just happened to look on Facebook. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
They got like pictures of him like getting married?
It's just his wife now is introducing Mrs. blah blah blah.
Oh, she done changed her name. And
I was like, what the? And I come and said, did y'all get married? He was like, yeah.
He said that? Oh, he said yeah?
Yeah. I'm like, y'all go tell somebody. Like, I went to work. I would have called up work and everything.
You would have went?
I would have went. Like,
maybe, like, maybe they didn't want a big ceremony or something.
Man, I'm figuring this out.
I don't know. I'm kind of right there with him. If I'm gonna get married, let's have something small.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing the toaster back. So
yeah, give my goddamn gift back.
Deal with it. You should have invited me.
It's just, shout out to your brother, man.
It's just I am out of the loop.
Please. Don't learn from this man. No, don't learn from neither one of us because of dealing with
family. No, don't listen to me because apparently I'm not important enough to know.
Damn, that's real.
When somebody gets married.
Yeah, they really don't fuck with you like
They
that.
really don't.
Hey, that's all right. My sister didn't tell me who she. I didn't even know she was dating anybody, and then found out she having a baby by him. So,
Dang.
figure that.
Listen, never mind.
Oh, we getting deep, y'all. He don't want. He was about to expose something, and then realize, you know what? I'm gonna pay for this later if I say this.
I'm gonna be quiet.
All right. Well, look. Hey, go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend again, like I said, and hit the notification bell so you can go ahead and get all our videos when we drop them. We always hitting them Monday, Friday, 4:30, around that time, Eastern time, and we got through the week, y'all.
Yeah.
The man, like I said in the beginning of the episode, he was grinding on us, but we got through it. We jib and jab, you know what I'm saying? Now, this weekend, I want y'all to go ahead and go enjoy yourself. Go do something for yourself. You worked all week. It's time for you to worry about you. Focus on yourself. I don't care what you do. I don't care if it's like you clean up the house for yourself to make the house clean. You go out there and get your feet done. You go for a walk. Whatever it is, do something you enjoy. All right? Beans, you got anything for these people before we get up out of here?
If you're getting married, at least invite your immediate family.
But don't call Beans. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen, man. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Hey, it's the Social Norm. We out. I can't believe you.
So you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to